Hey guys, welcome back! Today we're working on another speed build that I did ages and ages and ages ago during my little hiatus where I just didn't feel like editing anything. This is Deerin, and this is going to be for the Grove family. The Grove family I've had for a couple generations now. Also, sorry if you can hear the dog chewing her bone, I can't make her stop. But the Grove family I've had for a while. They have always kind of had a peach orchard. And yeah, like, I can't think of anything massively interesting about them off the top of my head. I believe that they are free peasants now. They're not indentured. But they have room to move up, and I really like them. A lot of Irish names. Marissa Bennett actually married into the family. And her son, not that I remember because I'm terrible at names. You think I would be better about it because right now I'm actually playing a Deerin, which is really awesome for me because I was sad about it. I missed being able to play it, and I didn't think I was going to meet my goal of being able to play it. And I've played a couple families now, so you think that I would remember the names of people, but I don't. Yeah, Marissa is actually, she is married to somebody called Fletcher Spurway, so she's no longer a Grove, but her son, Keen, is kind of the heir. I don't know what I've done with him in the jump, actually. I don't think I've looked at the family since then, but yeah, they're peach farmers, and I wanted to give them a house that kind of reflected that, so it's, made of stone. There's going to be a really cool peach orchard using the sun and moon objects. I love this stone. And I'll complain about this till the day I die, though. I hate that I have to do every other tile thing. That is not the creator's fault, that is the game's fault, because the other games, like Sims 4, has that built in. But I also appreciate the functionality of it, because in The Sims 4 you don't get to pick like where the building corners are sometimes, and that drives me nuts. So, there's always trade-offs. But the main thing I wanted for this house was just to make sure that it was playable and that it had enough space for everything. I did my normal little side shed pop-out thing. I have a tutorial on Tumblr where I basically talk about how I make houses unique when a lot of them are just the same shapes over and over and over again. I'm gonna link that in the description down below because, I personally think it's really helpful, especially when you don't know how to build, because for a long time I didn't. I had no idea how to build. I had no idea how to roof. I had no idea how to do anything, but I figured it out when I wanted to build a Deerin. And yeah, so I'll make sure to include that down below. I'm trying to place windows here. My difficulty was this was also based on an image, which I can't share because it's artwork and I don't want to be flagged for any kind of thievery nonsense, but it's hard sometimes because dimensions-wise, something will look fine, but then the windows will look real weird in The Sims versus the image. Like, the image will look fine, but you do it in The Sims and you're like, why aren't there enough windows? There's not enough windows here. So I tried, like, it had a weird single window there, but I couldn't do it, so I tried to make it look good in The Sims. It doesn't have to match, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a little too symmetrical, I'm sure, but I think that's just the Simmer thing where we can't have the windows not look symmetrical on the outside, even though in the real world it's extremely prevalent where the windows are just placed wherever light is. They're not too fussed about window placement on the outside of houses. I am, however, and a lot of other Simmers are, so I'm not even going to be ashamed of that. The house is pretty much done. Like I said, it's very basic. I don't think I actually do the inside of this because, no, I didn't watch this ahead of time again because I'm like that. Don't judge me. I could, but I like to be surprised at this point, because I generally don't remember this. Really, Judy? Never fails. Never fails. My animals be dead quiet all day. I'm like, I'm gonna get some recording done. And immediately they're like, we're gonna play with ropes, we're gonna attack each other, I'm gonna bite a bone, I'm gonna chew on your tail, and it's like they know. This is just me trying to find the peach tree that I'm looking for. This actually is a pretty short video, that's why it's not super sped up. I probably could have left it, it was like 12 minutes or something. Like, I did it really quickly. Because I am in a rush at this point. Or at the point where I was filming this, I'm like, I need to get a Deerin built and done. And then actually not this lot, but a couple lots later, I was just like, why am I building the lots? It doesn't really matter if they're built or not. As long as I place all of the families, I can build the lots as I go, and it's not going to stop me from playing. And it was like that Homer Simpson moment of, like, money can be exchanged for goods and services, only in my case it was, you can just place everybody down and build their house as you go, and give them phones, so if you need to, quote-unquote, write them, you can. Yeah, just moving the trees around. I always make sure to do this because if they're all facing the same way, it gets creepily uniform and it doesn't look right. I wanted them to have a kitchen garden as well. Just most of my sim families, I want to make sure that they have that kind of garden to feed themselves, essentially, because they're peasants, so it's not like anybody else is growing their food. And I have to say, after playing with my nobles, it'll be nice to have families that can actually cook and clean and do things for themselves, because I have a trait mod that makes it so nobles can't do that, which is great, and I really appreciate it, and I like it a whole bunch. However, I struggle with it a lot, because I don't really have enough peasants or, like, indentured people to service their households. Right now, I've actually just been removing the trait from one of the sims and just having them manage everything, because I still want to use them. I really like it, and I like that it changes, like, the greetings and things like that. It's just, I have yet to find an effective way to really utilize it to the best of its ability. I had a hard time with the ground cover here. I didn't know what I wanted. Like, I just genuinely couldn't decide. I went stone, did I want dirt, and then I just went for dirt because I got tired of thinking about it. Did kind of a big path there, then. Honestly, this is a bit sloppy for me, but I don't mind it. I like the sloppiness. Because sometimes I get way too, like, perfectionist with the paths, and I'm like, a real path is, like, so organic that, you know, would not be as perfect as you're wanting it to be, and just slap it down there, stop worrying about it, you need to calm down. Yeah, we're just about done. So this is going to be the grow household. I think I'm just going to put some more plants and things down. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you're still enjoying these. I know that I've actually looked back and I've been recording and posting videos on YouTube for over a year now, which is interesting. And I really do appreciate all of the support. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.